Hello.
So, before I say anything, why don't you talk to us about what it's like? What are you guys doing right now? What is happening in your little hidey hole?
Well, I think we were having some dinner, and then after dinner, I don't know what our other two fellows are doing. I'm probably just sitting there rolling the dice, hoping for some good luck.
Yeah.
Am I getting I'm sorry. I thought that was sorry. That's from the Discord. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, the music, the extra sound effects. Yeah.
At first I thought that was coming through someone's mic. My bad. I think I'm just sitting after dinner, and I'm just got my sledgehammer kind of over my shoulder a little bit, and I've got my pickaxe on my back, and I'm just kind of shooting the breeze a little bit.
Okay.
Not really paying attention.
Well, this is where you are right now. Let's make the map visible for everyone.
Okay.
This is a nice approximation. This, what looks like a table or something, is going to be our version of a staircase heading down to the dungeons. This is the little tiny office that you're in. So why don't you guys position yourselves how you expect you would be positioned. Where would you have built a fire? Probably in the proper fireplace?
I would imagine
sure.
so.
Probably like, damn it.
Oh, I can't turn him. Hold on.
Oh wait.
I hate how when you are at just the right.
Oh, just the right amount of zoom so the buttons are hiding the turny thingy?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that
Which
problem.
is-
It drives me crazy.
Which is the exact zoom you need to be able to see things clearly.
Right, it's like the perfect zoom, but then you can't move shit around. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I think has been-
Life is pain. That's
Life
the
is
staircase. That's the staircase. Don't stand there.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
I'll never forgive you. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just right here. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So you're sitting around your little spot in your ruined, burned out town. And you fail all of your perception checks miserably.
Absolutely.
Quite miserably.
So you guys are completely and totally surprised when a monster, an orc, happens to come right around the corner and hurl a spear at the most obvious target available.
All right.
And you are surprised, and you don't know this orc's there or anything, so it gets +4 to hit because you're all completely distracted. And the orc kind of peers around the corner and chucks a spear right for Vaughn.
All right.
Oops, that's cocked. Hold on. Natural 1 on the attack roll. Somehow
Once in a row.
the orc flubs the most perfectly lined up shot. He's not even that far from you. He could have touched you with it, would have been better. But instead, it gets like caught on one of the eaves of the building above him. He gets the spirit tip up and comes to hurl it, and it gets like cocked and turned. And you guys look to see an orc. Not just one orc, but multiple orcs standing right there. I'm gonna bring into view, where is our orc spearman?
Yeah.
Here's our orc spearman, and you also can see an orc axeman nearby, and an orc with an axe and a shield. The spearman has I guess it was a javelin he threw, because he's got his regular fighting spear plus his missile weapon. You've all been surprised by this, and we should immediately roll for initiative.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do.
Let me just quickly set up our orcs here. What are these
So
stats?
this is considered a very confined area, right? So if I'm using a large weapon, it would probably take a penalty.
Yeah, your sledgehammer in this area is not going to be very effective. You're going to be better off with your pickaxe, but even that is, I mean, you can choke up on that a little bit more. So I think you can do overhead attacks without any problem. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Sounds good.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I rolled initiative for my pickaxe in that case. Okay, good. Nice.
9, 10. All right. They're level 1. They have speed 12. We don't need any of that information. This is fine. Orcs have this one to hit. That should be sufficient. Yes, go ahead.
Since that first attack failed, before whatever the normal turn order is, can I turn to face before combat?
If you win initiative, if you fail initiative, then you're still like caught off guard, and they're getting their actions before you can really orient yourself.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, I think that worked. That should have worked. Perfect. All right. Orcs will go at initiative. What do you have? Got an axe, that's 5. You've got a spear, that's 6, and that is an axe, you've got 5. Okay, ascending order. The first orc is the one on the side. He shoves past his friends. He's got a shield in one hand, an axe in the other. He steps forward, whoops, not all that way forward, and he brings the axe up and down towards Vaughn.
Okay.
With a 5-6 to hit. Flanking is a 7, so you're just getting your wits around you as the axe comes and skins right behind you, almost cutting your backside open, but not quite good enough. Joka.
I'm gonna step forward, and you said it was a confined space, but I'm ambidextrous, so I want to swing it in the way that I've got more space over the stairs to hit him.
Perfect. That'll work. No problem. No penalties to hit.
Sweet. 16.
The orc is wearing hide and has a shield, so that is a hit.
For 9.
Nice.
Ooh, a heavy blow into the side of the orc almost kills the poor bastard. Jebediah.
God damn it. Alright, it's just enough zoom. So I'll turn like this. Are these stairs going up or down?
Those
Down,
go
right?
down into the dungeons.
But considering it's like the first couple steps.
Yeah. You can stand
It's
on those
fine.
steps. That's fine.
So flanking this fucker and stab at him with an ultra spear.
Oh, you crit the orc right through the hole in him that was opened by Joka's axe. The spear runs in.
Oh shit, that's actually 15, but ultra spear!
You run him all the way through. You can hear the spinal cord break as you snap it in half, and the orc falls limp on the ground, dead.
Nice.
Vaughn, you finally get your wits around you.
Okay, so this next orc that's presumably right in front of me, what is he equipped with? I'm sorry, I can't quite see.
This guy's got a spear, and this one's got an
so-
axe.
Okay, the other guy's got an axe. All right, and the guy with the axe can attack that diagonal tile, right?
Yes.
Is that possible? Okay, cool. Well, you know what? Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna get my wits about me and go, ho! And then I think I'm gonna move. How is this? Oh man, that doorway, huh? Okay. I think I'm gonna move like right here. And is it possible for me to? Oh shoot! Actually, no. Wait. No. I'm not gonna do that. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna.
Your action and wait for them to advance on you.
Unless they don't advance.
Unless they don't advance. In which case, you wouldn't get an action, but I'd say it'd be better than stepping up and taking 2 attacks from them.
Right. I think I'm gonna ready my action and I'm gonna stand here and I'm probably just gonna wait. I'm gonna like glower at them, I guess, with my pickaxe drawn, and just kind of wait and prepare.
Fair enough.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me just do this. This. Perfect. Okay, let's all roll. Actually, the back orcs go. So this orc, he sees you right there. You've got your pickaxe in hand. He's got a spear. If he throws his spear, he won't have a weapon, or he'll have to improvise one. So he doesn't really want to throw it. So this orc will pull behind this corner and sort of like vanish from sight around that wall. And the next orc will also back around this corner and vanish from sight behind the wall. Where they are, you don't know. But we should all roll initiative for the next round.
All right. These are narrow hallways, so yeah. All right. Ouch. Oh, shoot. I rolled an attack roll. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot.
That's fine. Just
Congratulations.
you can fix it. There we go. Vaughn gets that. Joka gets that. Wilbur gets that. Perfect. Joka, you are up first.
Joko will put his axe on his back for now and just pull out one of his knives, and he's gonna start looking up at the ceiling and looking around. Is there any other way to get in here? Is the roof totally gone, or is there any opening?
No, actually, now that you're looking at it, there does seem to be a collapsed portion of the roof in this back corner.
Which back corner? I'm sorry.
Semi-collapsed. The top right corner.
Top right over here.
Yeah, top right.
So with knife in his teeth, he's gonna try to climb up on top of that and get a look around if he can.
Sure, it'll be probably a full round action to sneak out, to slip out through that corner, because it's like slightly collapsed. You're gonna have to like pry some boards out of the way to make the hole big enough to pull yourself through. But with one round, you could do it.
Okay, for sure. Knife in teeth, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If I need to pry the boards, I'll use the knife, and I want to get up on top in this corner to try to see what else is going on outside of us.
Perfect. All right, you will wriggle on out, and when you exit, is your priority being hidden or getting a good view? If you have to pick one or the other.
My priority isn't necessarily being hidden per se. It's not getting my head taken off by an arrow though. He's gonna, as he's climbing up, peek up, look around. If something's coming his way, duck back down. But if nothing's coming his way, he's gonna climb on up.
Okay, so your priority is safety, not observation at any cost. So
Right,
give me
exactly.
a perception check as you try and peek your way around everything and make sure you can see everything. Nice, 25. All right, so you pop your head out and you get a good view down this angle, this back alley, and there's nothing back here.
Okay.
And there's nothing in sight anywhere off map either.
Okay. I guess that's the end of my round, so I'm just gonna hang out.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be out in the alleyway this way. And then leave it up to the rest.
All right, I don't see anything in front of me. They seem to have disappeared around the two corners outside this door.
Well, Jebediah, it's your turn.
All right, Vaughn, here's what I'm thinking. You get where I'm at, I'm going to get back here. And I'm basically going to sit here and wait with my bow drawn, holding an action to see. Rolling. Nice.
What? This is not working correctly.
Get out of my way, so that way when they poke their heads around, they don't see us. And then let's get quiet. And then from there, I don't say anything more.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I hear you, Jeb.
Vaughn?
I whispered. All right.
Your turn.
I hear you, Jeb. All right. I'm gonna step to my, what is that? My left. And I guard the door. I'm just gonna wait. And I sort of motion to Jeb, like, give me, let me know what you see. Sort of like, let me know what's coming, you know?
Yeah, I'll look at him, give him a nod, and then pull my bowstring back.
Right. And I'm holding my pickaxe as well, waiting for someone to come around the corner. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So everyone's got actions sort of held and waiting for something to happen. Jeb, did you say you have a bow and arrow, an arrow notched in a bow?
Yeah, I've got the arrow knocked, ready to. As soon as I see like a head or anything poke around that corner that is green and not Joka.
What is Joka green? All right. So the orcs haven't done anything this round. You guys haven't done anything this round. Both sides are sort of like playing it cool or have disappeared or something. Ooh, let's see what happens. Ooh. Okay, we can work with that. So, you're standing here doing these things when an orc peers around the corner. He just takes his head and just pokes his head around the corner to see if anything's going on. You've got a readied shot, so go ahead and make it.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a penalty because he's got some good cover, but go ahead and make the shot anyway.
Yeah, I'll just make it at normal and then.
I'll apply after. I'll figure out what the penalty is. 13, no. With any penalty, that's not going to hit at all. So it skims by, sort of clatters off of the nearby section of wall, and the orc immediately pulls his head back and taunts you. You can recognize a taunt in any language, even if you don't speak it. It's definitely mocking you somehow, but you don't recognize the words. And the orc pulls his head back. Whoops. Pull your head back, orc. And that makes him vanish as well. So let's roll initiative for the next round. If anyone wants to do anything?
Yeah. Can I, like, slowly shimmy up to the top of the roof and, like, peer over the other side?
Yeah. That can be your action this round.
Yeah, to slide down back in the hole. I'm just going to keep rolling a knife, because that's what
fair.
I got out. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Whoops. Sorry.
When Joka slides back down and asks him, "What'd you see up there?"
Oh, I'm still up on top. I was climbing up over. With the ability to slide down if I need to. I want to make a good, clean back in the hole.
All right.
Like prairie dog style. Peeking up, but God, if it goes wrong, I'm going back down.
All right, Jeb, you've got an arrow ready. Vaughn, you're next.
Okay. Ooh. You've readied an arrow again, Jeb?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna stay put where I'm at again and ready another action.
Joka?
I'm gonna slowly climb to the peak of the roof, like on my belly, so that way I'm not standing straight up, kind of hugging the side of the building where the most support is, not going over the dead top. Mm-hmm. I was thinking more like this way. I assume the roof is like pitched.
Yes.
I assumed that there was a pitch like this somehow, and I went up that way.
Perfect. So you go up, you go over to the other side, and from there you still can't really see anything. But you've got plenty of movement left, right? That's only 15 feet. Granted, you're crawling, so you're going much slower, but you can keep going. You got a whole minute.
All right, so I'm going to slowly slim down to this other roof in here and drop down.
Into the burned out, ruined building?
Correct.
Okay. Give me a dex check as you do all this to maintain secrecy. Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to come along this side to what looks like a hole and peer my little head around very cautiously.
Let's see if the orc heard you flub that dex check. It makes its opposed perception, but does not succeed. So even though you made noise, it didn't hear you. And you poke your head around the corner, and sure enough, there's an orc there. His back is sort of like to that wall with a spear up in both hands, ready to stab at anything should it exit through this area.
Okay, so I'm gonna get behind him, and I guess with a knife, I really just want to like, 300 kick him in the back and try to push him forward one square so he falls down on the ground in front of him.
Yeah, you could go ahead and make me just an unarmed attack against AC 10 because his armor doesn't matter. You can get a +4 because you are completely taking him by surprise and from behind.
13?
13 will hit him. Hit him hard, and give me an opposed strength check to see if you can shove him. I'll give you advantage because you're behind him, so roll 2d20s and...
Okay.
24 is good. His strength is... Where are you, Mr. Orc? 15 plus 13 is a 28. So the kick hits him. The orc stumbles forward and catches himself with his foot without falling to the ground or really moving too far into the square. I think he passes it well enough that I don't think it's going to come to view of Jeb. But you have kicked and shoved the orc, and you also see now that you're all the way up behind him, a second orc. They haven't moved. They've just been guarding that position. They had readied actions, but they were ready for something else. So I think we just roll initiative. Start of the round.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got a spear, and you've got an axe. Jeb gets an 8. Over 15, Ezra win 13. Okay, Jebediah, you're the first one up.
Gonna wait for Orc to pop into view.
All right, Vaughn.
Okay.
You definitely heard the scuffle outside between the two of these guys.
Okay, yeah, that would be a question. But that orc hasn't sort of popped into the other square, right, as a result of that kick or anything like that?
No, he passed his strength check.
Gotcha.
We don't really know what's going on other than we heard a scuffle.
Correct.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay here because, yeah, I'm gonna stay here. And ready my action.
The orc on the far side doesn't do anything yet. He's gonna wait. The orc with the spear whirls around to face Joka and takes a stab at him with a 9 + 1 is 10.
That'll hit.
Ooh, the ultra spear. Prepare to die.
It's
You
got
will
to roll
take
max damage.
1 + 3 is 4 damage.
Okey-doke.
And you are fine. That is the orc's turn. It is your turn, Joka. What weapon do you have in hand?
After the kick didn't work, he pulls his axe out from behind him, and he's gonna come over top, try to split this dude's skull like a piece of wood. Absolutely.
13 AC. Let's see if you can do it.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful hit. And
10
you split him down the middle. The orc collapses and dies on the spot.
Take that, orc.
That sounded like Joker's voice.
Let's roll initiative, everybody.
We heard that. Good stuff. All right.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I know.
Jeb? No, I'm sorry. Orc is first. The orc sees this, and he's had enough. He bolts and runs. And turns and runs. Woo, not into the house, but down the alleyway. And if you guys want to pursue him, we can do some perception checks to try and find him. But it's even in the burned out remains of the city, there's a lot of good cover, and he can easily escape.
Or I could track him.
Or you could track him. What are you going to do? You've already got experience for defeating him. Do you want him dead?
Oh, I want him dead. If he runs away, tells his other orc friends, we could be facing a lot more than just 3 orcs tonight.
Okay.
Okay, as long as we don't have to run out too far to chase him, I'm willing to track him down. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Jeb.
You know, considering that my one shot, it could only go one place, am I able to recover that
Yeah, you
arrow?
can find that arrow. It's clearly right around here somewhere. You can't lose that shit.
Yep.
He went that way. Oh, I assume you're running out.
Yep, run out
Jebediah, make me a tracking check.
from this way. Said he saw him run this way, and then from there, let's get to tracking.
All right. Cool. All right, lead the way, Jeb.
17. You follow the blood. You follow it. You go up a pile of bricks and everything, and kind of like go up the staircase and up another staircase to like the burned out remains of a 3rd floor, and the blood trail runs dry.
Shit. Well, that's not good. They're gonna know, 1, where we're sleeping at. It's not really a better place to sleep though, and 2, probably gonna come back with more friends. This is not good.
If we find another place to sleep at, that has good vision of the place that we were sleeping at in the first place. Do you think that would be a better place to?
That would be a mighty fine place to set an ambush.
Yeah. If they come back, we have somebody on watch, and they come back, they try to assault where we were. We'll be across the street somewhere, maybe? Across the way?
We could do that. I don't think it looks like rain in that. I think we could live without a full roof over our heads for one night.
I think so.
Oh, I could.
You could even set a little dummy fire in here.
Absolutely. And maybe we could set one of these spears up in the corner I took out, so that way if they try to drop in, they'll drop on a spear. Have a bad old time.
I think that's a great idea. What are these spears made out of? Is it stone or?
No, these are metal spears.
Ooh,
yeah.
so
They look
copper.
human-made. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. It's not much, but it's some sort of payday.
Nice. True.
What all do they have on them?
Crap, and more crap.
Crap,
Poor
crap, and more
destitute
crap.
broke. Or the nice things though, they did both. Two of them had hide armor on. It's heavier than leather, but provides about the same amount of AC bonus. It's sort of like leather for dummies.
Right.
I'd recommend this for the two of you. It's gonna smell pretty bad, but we'll be able to wash it when we get back to Tassel.
I'll smell worse than the mud.
Well, I think so, but I'm running into a little bit of trouble here, boys. I might not be able to carry this tent anymore. It's getting a little heavy, as well as some of the.
We have to slow down. We have to slow down.
Okay.
I can carry it for you.
I was hoping that I could maybe give someone this tent and maybe a grappling hook, and that would greatly ease my pain.
Absolutely, I can carry it for you, Joker. No problem.
Awesome. I will hand back Tom's original items to him.
Okay. So
nice.
the hide armor weighs 30 pounds and gives you an AC bonus of 3. So if anyone wants to wear it, that's its things.
I'm gonna listen to Jeb. Go ahead. Sorry, Tom.
Oh no, I was saying there's only one piece of hide armor.
There's 2. One
there's
from each.
2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I need to. First of all, I need to figure out how much you just gave me, and I need to enter it into my character sheets.
I gave you a tent that weighs 4 pounds and a grappling hook that weighs 4 pounds. And
Okay.
I don't know if the cost matters on the grappling hook or the tent, for that matter.
Okay. That's good. Okay, I thought you were giving me like my original character's entire.
Oh no, I probably need to give you more if it weighs 30 pounds though.
Okay. Right.
How much extra can you carry?
I can carry. Let's see. What I currently have equipped, I can carry about 100 pounds extra before I get encumbered. Before I go to light encumbrance.
Damn,
Okay.
son.
So Joker's gonna look at the big strong man and he's gonna fill up a sack full of stuff, and I'm just gonna send it to you,
Carry a
Tom,
lot.
so you can, so it's easy to deal with.
All right. Okay. So how big is that sack that you just gave me?
I'm giving you one burlap sack, weighs half a pound.
Okay. All right.
It's also going to have inside of it 50 pounds of thin rope, which weighs
Okay.
8 pounds.
50
Gotcha.
feet of thin rope.
Or 50 feet of thin rope, I'm sorry.
50
And-
pounds of thin rope. It weighs 8 pounds.
Yeah, about that. And then also give him lamp oil, pitch, and a compass as well. They all weigh 1 pound apiece.
Okay. Cool. And
Perfect.
cool.
And I'm just sitting at light encumbrance still, but that's as good as I'm ever going to get at this point.
Perfect. Okay. I think I got everything. So I got that burlap sack that essentially weighs 58 pounds. And then
Yeah.
I got oil compass that weighs 3 pounds extra on top of that. All right, cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I've now returned everything that I took off of Tom's other sheet to Tom.
Fantastic.
You have the compass.
Yeah, including the compass.
Cool.
Do you want that? I asked you. I got this compass here. You tracking? You like?
I
this?
mean, for tracking, a compass doesn't really do you much because it only tells you direction. But when we're trying to find a place, it absolutely does come in handy. I would greatly appreciated compass.
Well, absolutely. Here you go. Here's a compass, and I hand him the compass.
Thank you.
Take that off my. Bang. Goodbye. All right. Cool.
All right. Accounting with dragons done. Anything else?
Yeah.
Spreadsheets and dragons. More.
Spreadsheet.
All right.
Good stuff.
It's all done, all sorted away. Where are you guys gonna go? You gonna make camp here? You gonna go somewhere else?
Yeah, we're gonna set the dummy fire in the jailer's place. Gonna make sure to get all our stuff other than the fire and probably the javelin set up in the corner there in case they try and climb in from the roof.
Can I take the one that died inside and kind of like set him up sitting in the corner with the javelin poking up so it looks like there's someone sitting with the spear?
Sure.
And then the dark it should hopefully cover him enough. If not, I'll put like a sack or something on his head to cover his green skin.
That'll be perfect. Okay. And then what? You spend the rest of the night waiting here in town?
Yep.
It's a different building?
Yeah, different building, but in view of that, so we can ambush them.
Okay. So somewhere right around here then.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me, because you want a place within view, right? So let's say the things on the right side of the map have no view whatsoever.
Okay.
So where do you want to be?
Does this building have a second story? It looks like there's a staircase there.
It does have a second story. Let's find out what it's got going on. Which block is this? Here we go. It is block 6. We want second floor.
God damn it. Fucking piece of shit.
Sure. I guess this second floor doesn't exist up here though, because you climbed out through a hole. So ignore that part. But there is a staircase that comes up here. But there's no windows from the second side.
Is it
Out that
wood or
way.
stone?
That's wood.
Can I pry loose a board to make a little peek hole?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I've got a crowbar, so.
Perfect. With the crowbar, you can easily pry off a board, and now you guys have a little looky hole, and you can set yourselves up on this floor, somewhere over here where it's not going to fall apart.
Fantastic.
So let's bring you guys up here, and you can spend the rest of the night here resting. No orcs show up during the course of the night. You take your turns on watch, and eventually morning comes. You are fed. You've been housed.
Before morning comes, Neil, we were looking for those lights that evening too. Can we be looking for those as well on our watch? Because that was our original plan.
Right. Well, there's no lights visible from your place in town.
Okay.
That's for certain.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are we? What's town name is this? This is
Peatsburg.
Peatsburg. Thank you. And that is Pete as in like bog Pete, not the person named Pete.
Sure.
Right.
Peat moss.
Peat moss. That's where we're going. Okay. Next morning, rested, recuperated, except for Joka, who's a little bit wounded, but not too terribly wounded. What's the plan?
Finish searching out the rest of this town. Probably takes us the rest of the morning. We probably don't find anything. I'm assuming, Neil.
Give me one more perception check from everyone in the party as you half search the town for the morning. 22, 17, 21. Nope, nothing else.
Figured as much. Well, shoot. If only we could read.
Yeah. It would be helpful. Maybe I'll take a look at that when we get back to town. Maybe somebody can teach me.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Ebnur can in our travels.
It would be helpful.
Yes,
Hopefully
yes,
it
it
goes
would.
back.
Maybe these documents, these papers we picked up would shed some light on where we could possibly find more treasures. But maybe we could find that orc encampment. Who knows? I bet they're the ones that originally looted this place, and I don't know how wealthy this town was before it got ruined, but
Sounds like a good idea. Do we have any idea as to where they would be after they attacked us? That trail was cold, didn't it, on that one orc that ran away?
yeah, that trail probably went very cold. It's pretty difficult to track things in a bog like this. I don't think the tracks would last very long.
Well, it seemed like they knew we were here. They came in with some force. It wasn't like it was just one of them stumbled upon us. Do you think they saw us come into town from somewhere? Do you think they're close enough by?
Oh, definitely. I doubt they just randomly came through looking for a visit. They must have seen the smoke from our campfire, or they watched us.
I didn't think about the campfire. I guess they sure could have seen that coming in as well. That would have brought us in from a good ways.
They did seem to know exactly where we are, yeah.
Yeah, but the fire and us sitting there eating dinner, we might have brought them in too. I don't know. Well, I'm not much of a hunter or a tracker. I'm not sure how much help I can be in these parts.
Okay, I'll see if I can find anything of them left over. Maybe that'll give us a hint, but I doubt it. So this is just to see if there's anything at all we could find. No, nothing.
Yep.
Unfamiliar terrain. Don't know how to.
Yep. All right. So what's the plan then?
Well, he said there were some lights north of town. Maybe we could start heading that way.
Oh,
I mean,
yes, maybe we could. Yeah, let's
I could
not
use
head
a
north.
day or so here if we had it, but I don't know if we're gonna run out of time or not. It seemed to take us about 4 days to get here?
About 3.
3? But that all went well in those 3 days. We didn't have any problems.
Indeed. Let's head north, and if that don't work, I'd say let's take a little more roundabout, look for signs of goblins or something on our way back, and see if we can maybe pick up something other than this gemstone along the way.
Sounds good.
Vaughn kind of looks at Joka and sees that he's been injured and is kind of a little bit concerned. Like, you gonna be okay, Joka, if we continue making this travel?
I'm not feeling the best, but I think as long as y'all go in front, I should be okay.
All right, then. Let us know how you're feeling. Okay.
I'll let you know if
Yeah.
it gets any worse.
All right. That sounds
Okay.
good.
So let's head back to the overland map and let's figure out your route. And we are way over here.
Perfect. I'd say we would probably kind of head north this area, not going entirely into the bogwood. Because a place like bogwood, that sounds like bad news.
Mm-hmm.
The swamp people live there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just kind of go up like this and then cut over. Like after I did not want to. Sort of like that.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Like that.
Well, you head out into the bog. Not all the way into the bogwood, but it's a marshy area. And
Sure.
it's slow going today. How far? Let's see. 3, and you start heading this direction.
I feel that like once we start getting to the hills, it get a little less boggy.
Mm-hmm. If you go up the hill, it's less boggy, but then you gotta hike up the hills, and then clear for a while, and then the lowlands between the hills is where the marshy bogginess is. It's, sort of a big mix. And it's on towards evening, because it's slow going up and down the hills or through the swamps. And the sun is going down in the west, that you see a wavering light out in the swampy forest, kind of to the northeast. It's a low, like near the ground light that kind of sways back and forth as it travels. It goes forward roughly at a steady speed, but has a little sway to it. It looks like someone's carrying maybe a lantern at their hip.
Well, I think those were the lights. Do we want to follow it? It doesn't seem, I don't know, too spooky.
We could go check.
approximately how? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, go for it.
I was gonna say, like, how far out is this light from where we're at right now?
Give me a perception check to make a distance. You know, lights can be tricky at
I gotcha.
night and evening. You know, it's got to be a good like 500 or 600 feet out. Not too terribly far, but like, you know, definitely a little ways.
Sure.
Let's see if we can get a little closer.
All right.
Sounds good. Lead the
And
way.
as we get
Either.
closer, I'm going to start looking for what sort of tracks this thing is making.
Okay.
Would you like me to use a hunting proficiency to?
I am going to have you wait on that check until you cross its tracks. And then once you cross its tracks, I will call for a roll. Actually, maybe, no, let's do the roll now. That way you won't know when you've come across its tracks. So yeah, go ahead and make me a hunting check, and then I'll let you know. Okay, yeah. You head towards the light. And you come to the realization that you're gonna have to wade across a section of water because there's this like big swath that comes out filled with what do you call that stuff that sits on the top, that green stuff?
Scum, pond scum.
Yeah,
Peat.
pond scum. But there's a term for a certain thing that lives on the top of it. It's like a little plant. It doesn't matter.
Oh, sure.
See the really small things that make it look like one sheet of green that covers everything.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know the name. I used to
Either
know these
algae
names.
or
Something like that. There's some
Swamp,
green
right?
shit covering the water. Some green swampy shit. Like the stuff that you would see on stream at the moment.
gotcha.
There's a term for that. There's a technical term for that plant.
Yeah, I know. I think I know what I can't think of it right.
The water you never want to get into? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's still not moving at all. It's just sitting there.
Anyway, looks like you're gonna have to wade across one of these things.
Okay.
One of these sections of swamp. It's maybe not too big. It's maybe 30 feet across.
Okay.
And by the fact that there are still reeds growing out of it, it tells you that it's not too deep. It's not going to get overhead, but it might get waist or chest height.
Okay.
Right.
And the sun is going down, but the light is there, maybe 150 feet forward.
Okay.
You gonna go for it?
I'm not a big swimmer, guys. I don't. If we do this, make sure you catch me if I go down. I don't do this water very well.
Oh, trust
Okay,
me,
I got
Cindy.
I gotcha. I'll
Alright.
be able to help you out.
So you said there's two options in front of us. Is there one particularly narrower than the other?
Well, you could go across this way, or you could maybe try and find a roundabout way or something. This is pretty much like, this is the obvious path. If you would like to concoct a less obvious path, that is also, viable.
Well, if we think we can do it here, let's just get to the light. If not, I'm sure that.
Light.
Yeah.
All right. I can. I've swam in a body of water too in my life, so I'll go in first.
All right. You step on in, axe above your head. Sledgehammer above your head, or pick above your head, your gear above you, and move forward across the swamp. It gets up to about the bottom of your rib cage, but it doesn't do anything from there, and you manage to make it across to the other side.
Yep.
In a late afternoon sun, early evening light.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah, same path where he moved all the stuff out of the way. Exact same spot. So he should have made a road through it. I'm gonna follow the road.
Yeah.
Do we get to the other side?
You all get to the other side.
I don't like that water. Let's try and avoid crossing those.
Let's avoid that in the future. I agree.
Not exactly a fan of the water.
Can I get perception checks across the board?
Yeah.
So, as you get across, Tom, Vaughn, and the others start following, you go down to scratch your leg, and your hand runs across something thick and slimy that is not your leg.
Okay.
But it's like attached to your leg.
Interesting. Okay. So, I guess I look down at it.
There is maybe
worried about
a 2.5 foot leech that has attached itself to you and is draining your blood.
2.5 feet.
Foot, yeah.
Feet.
Leech. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, no, leech. It's 2.5 feet long. That's huge.
It's a giant leech. I have to figure out how much of your blood it has already drained, because you won't notice it until you see it or you get to half HP.
Have the other two gone across at this point?
They are
yet?
in the middle of the swamp right now.
Well, shit.
Okay.
Well, shit.
What do you do? What do you do, Vaughn?
Oh my. Well, I guess at first, I suppose I call out to the guys that are crawling across, but I don't know how much good this is gonna do at this point.
What do you do?
There's something in the water.
Go, Jeb, go, go, go.
Better get out of that water as fast as possible. That's what I do at first. I call across to them.
I like look around. I don't see anything on the surface, so I start moving quickly, but I don't panic. I'm not like doing a crazy run. I just like
Sure.
a steady pace forward. Wait till I get out.
All right.
We're moving quick. I don't know. We're moving quick at this point.
Joker's like, I'm not having any of that slow and steady shit. I'm getting the fuck out of the water.
We're already half HP, man. We're out of here.
Vaughn, you have lost 2 hit points from this giant leech as the remainder of the party emerges from the swamp.
Okay.
The party stands around, and I'm going to ask everyone to roll initiative because you are taking damage, so we need to figure out how often you take it. So I'm going to bring us just to a fresh map so we can throw some tokens down. We don't need it for the screen or anything. Jebediah, Joka, and Vaughn. That way you can control your hit points and everything. And let me get a giant leech, and we'll just go in initiative order.
Damn, son.
I got you, sorry.
No leech art? Okay.
Big
And you
rolls.
roll initiative at 3. No, not 69
that roll.
initiative. Just 9 initiative. Thank you. So Jebediah goes at 12. Joka goes at... I'm sorry, Jebediah goes at 11. Joka goes at 12. And what'd you go at? Did you roll a 5? You rolled a 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 plus 5. I rolled a 12.
All right, so the leech goes first, and it drains another 2 hit points from you. You are down by 4. You are at 5 out of 9 HP. Jeb,
Okay.
it's your turn.
I go and start making to cut the leech off of his leg with my dagger.
All right. You pull out the dagger. The leech's body has like attached himself nice and well to him. The head is suckered on. All the teeth are already attached. You're trying to not kill the leech, but just pry it off?
I think cut it off was his.
Yeah, cut it off.
So cut it off is kill the leech with damage. Yeah.
Kill the leech with damage. Sure.
All right. Give me a roll to hit. Plus, I don't know. It's on his fucking leg. It's not moving and it's small. Go ahead and make it at +4. Yeah. It's really just stuck in place there. 8 is not gonna do it. Your dagger kind of like hits this slick, rubbery creature and kind of cuts in, but like the blade turns to the side because it's this soft, not soft, I should say, thick, rubbery and goopy nonsense. So you try and grab at it, and you're just not making very much progress on it. Joka, how are you gonna help him out?
I'm gonna go take the pitch out of the bag that I gave him, and I'm gonna light it on fire, and I'm gonna put his leg next to that fire.
So you get like a container of pitch, like a
It just
ceramic
said pitch
vessel
on his character sheet, so I'm not quite sure.
It's got to be like a ceramic vessel with some sort of oilcloth
you can
on
just
top.
like find a stick and
Yeah, get some out of that, and I'll light it with my tinderbox and put it next to the leech.
All right,
Yeah.
so you get this little thing and put it next to the leech, which begins to pop and hiss.
God damn, that hurts.
Let me give the leech a morale check to see if it will break. The leech fails its morale check, immediately releases Vaughn, and tries to squirm its way back into the water.
That was quick thinking, Joe. Thank you.
I can't do much besides work with wood and catch stuff on fire, but I can sure do that.
You could do that damn well. Oh,
that's
man.
damn fine thinking there, Joka.
Thank you so much. That thing was huge.
Yeah.
That thing was massive. I'm not getting in the water ever again. I wasn't
no.
before, but I'm sure not now.
Let's
better
check ourselves for more leeches, and I'm gonna check myself for leeches.
Yeah, you all check yourselves. None of the rest of you have any leeches. It seems fine.
Okay. Oh, I'm not. No more water. No more water. But now that we got our little fire going, it's getting kind of close to night. I'm gonna keep.
We might
making
have to put this out if we want to catch that other guy with the light.
And that's when you hear the voice behind you. Hello, dearies. What are you doing in my neck of the woods?
Skinny and still fat. Soy boy body, why nobody bragging about that? Not to be demeaning, but your true calling is carpet cleaning, just to get ready for that switch. The day's coming when you're banned on Twitch, and I'm gonna be screaming, ha ha, look at that bitch. That's what I got, boys. Is that fire? Did I get pogs or did I get ha-has?